In 1848, the California Gold Rush began, so the Free Soil Party emerged in the United States. It comprises with three groups. The first one is the rebellious Northern Democrats. The second one is the anti-slavery Whigs. And the third one are the members of the Liberty Party, which was formed in 1840. The party was created in Buffalo, and they were the one who nominated Martin Van Buren to be president. The party's platform stressed that slavery would not be allowed in the new territories acquired from Mexico. Now, the word of the gold strike spread quickly in 1849, and basically hundreds of thousands of Americans, mostly men, were set off to go to California, determined to find the rich from the gold rush. And in essence, by 1854, the number would top 300,000 in California, looking for these new resources. Okay, so as you can see here in the actual picture, this was, it says, a new and magnificent Clipper for San Francisco. It's basically the image of the California Gold Rush. Okay? Now, the California Gold Rush constitutes the greatest mass migration in American history during that time. One of the most significant events in the first half of the 19th century, because the gold rush also shifted the nation's center of gravity westward. Okay? Spurred to construction of railroads and telegraph lines, and in essence, it excited the dreams of eventual America empire based to the Pacific. So here's a picture of a 49er doing the work in the gold rush. Once in the gold field, these 49ers, okay, proved to contain some rough characters, and that the fact along with the presence, or at least the expectation, of quick and easy riches. Okay, you work, you get your resources, and then you sell. Okay, and basically, this made California a wild and lawless place in terms of getting or increase of riches for the people. Now, it had been agreed that the popular sovereignty would settle the status of the territories, but when the territories applied for statehood, the debate over slavery was renewed. The Compromise of 1850, California entered the Union as a free state, and territories like Texas, New Mexico, and even Utah were also established without direct reference to slavery. And slavery was banned by Washington, D.C., and a new, stronger Fugitive Act was passed. Okay, so you could see the territory here, at least in this particular map. Let's move on a little bit here. So if you look at here, okay, these are the old territory, and basically anything beyond that on this side, okay, is the new territory. So again, this is part of what we call the America, okay, the old America, really expanding to the west. Okay, so let's continue. America eagerly turned, okay, their attention to railroads, to cotton, to clipper ships, and also commerce. Okay, so everything was expanding. The world seemed to be an opening, opportunity for many American trade, American people, and also the influence. At the time, President Pierce expressed the nation's hope that a new era of sectional peace was beginning. To assure, he sought to distract the nation's attention from slavery issue to an aggressive program of foreign economic and territorial expansion known as, quote-unquote, Young America. The main factor for economic transformation in America during the 1840s and the 1850s was the dynamic rise of railroads, right? So as you can see here, these are the railroads. Railroads pioneered big businesses techniques in a way for improving transportation. This created a nationwide market in many ways, shape, or form. They also helped link, of course, okay, the Midwest all the way to the Northeast rather than to the South. Water transportation, in addition to the railroad, increased during the 1850s. And so we saw a beginning, in a way, of steamboats, inland rivers, and also clipper ships in high seas, okay? So in essence, this period, okay, really saw a rapid growth in industrial, in a way, life here in America during that time. There was a decline, however, of two-party system in politics, okay? So the Whig Party has been seen as a weak party since the election of 1852. Partially, this was a result of the issue of slavery, okay, which tended to divide the party in many ways from the north all the way to the south lines. The nativist movement during this time also did not help. The nativist movement and its political party, the American, or it was called the Know-Nothing Party, grew out of an alarm, okay, of part of the native-born Americans at the rising tide of Germans and Irish immigration during the late 1840s and early 1850s. The Know-Nothing Party, so-called, because they would basically answer, okay, I know nothing, when asked about certain secret meetings or questions or trying to get some clarification about the stuff. And since okay, of the foreigners were Catholic, most of them, they felt that they were anti-Catholic, okay? And all of this basically did not help the nation at the time in regards to containing any agreement of the issue on slavery. So this is really when the issue of slavery, whether we're going to continue with it or whether we're going to completely abolish it, this is when it started. This is when the tension started because, of course, as the North completely disagrees with slavery, the South continues to see slavery as an economic benefit, and they didn't have any problem with that, okay? In fact, the political atmosphere then definitely did not find a medium or any resolution for anything.